Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's so great to have you here. I can feel my progression through each artwork and I really do feel like this is one of my best artworks so far. My progression through drapery and figure painting is improving every single time I paint, and it's such a rewarding feeling when you pour yourself into something. It really isn't that often that you see your hard work paying off in real time. It has been such a roller coaster to get to this point, but I feel really proud of how far I've come. And as I reflect on the year that's been, I feel like this has been my best year yet by far. And I really just feel so honored that you're all here for the journey. And I am incredibly excited for next year. As I've talked about in my previous videos, I have a very, very exciting year coming up next year, and I'm a bit nervous for how much I've got on. I'm going to Japan snowboarding with some friends at the end of January, and then obviously I'm going to Florence for 3 months to study classical art, and then I'm also going to Greece for a month after Italy, so that'll be amazing. But I really feel like I have my work cut out for me in the best way possible. This month has been a little bit strange for me. It has been pretty challenging at times, and I'm not really 100% sure why. I've been having these huge waves of anxiety and stress, and I usually feel a little bit stressed anyway, but this has been on a whole nother level. It's just been almost debilitating, and I haven't been sure what to do with myself in those moments. And I've found a few things that have really helped, like I've been baking a lot and cooking and getting a lot of exercise, which has really helped, and getting out in nature. We had a couple of weeks of full-on rain and I wasn't able to see the sun, so I think that just made it a little bit worse. On top of that, I am a little bit nervous about next year, but as I tick things off, I'm starting to feel better about it by the day. So I think it was just a week or two where I was just trying to figure out how I was feeling about everything. Emergency. He is fully out of canvas and he is about to do a 3-meter commission. So I have come to the rescue and I'm going to give him some canvas so that he can get started on his commission. It's funny when I look back on when I first began figure painting and figuring out skin tone, I have come so far and I feel like I really have more of a handle on how to create skin tone. And if you had told me in January the kinds of paintings I would be doing by December, I wouldn't have believed you. It makes me feel so emotional that I pushed myself so far and now I'm creating artworks I could have only dreamed of creating at the beginning of the year. In January, I was creating my Renaissance-inspired burnt umber paintings that were beautiful in their own way, but they were monochromatic and using only burnt umber paint. And now I'm using full spectrum color. I'm painting in oil, using so many different mediums and techniques and layering. And when I look back on this year, it's gone so quick, but it's also been made up of really small moments that felt like they were stretching out forever. Some of those moments were really painful and it felt like it would never end and that I'd never get any better. But when I look back, really it was just a blip, and it gives me so much confidence going into next year because I know that any challenges that I come up against will be hard in the moment, but over the course of months or years, that challenge will be so worth it and I will have learned things that I never imagined I could be learning. So yeah, I feel really grateful, and I'm in the process of putting a video together recapping 2024 because it has been my best year yet. So I'm really excited to share a little bit of every single artwork that I created this year and share that whole journey with you. I've been training recently with the most incredible gym, Continuum Training, have invited me to train with them in their Byron-based studio, and let me tell you, I feel incredible, honestly. They do things a little bit differently and I feel like it's really targeted and super specific, and it's only an hour class. If you are a Byron Bay local, I could not recommend this enough. But they also do a podcast, which is incredible, especially if you're not in my area, but they pretty much take care of everything. What to do, how to do it, how to warm up, how much rest to take, and how to track so that people see the progress. So I really could not recommend this highly enough. I will leave a link to this in the description so you can check it out and do some workouts at home. It is available on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube, and I'm excited to share my progress over the next few weeks as I continue to train. Okay, I have 5 minutes before I go to work with Angus. I got a new camera for Italy. The one I already have is really good, but I just wanted something that I can sort of throw around and it's like super tiny. Look how little it is. It's gonna fit in my handbag and I won't be worried about damaging it. The camera I've got at the moment is a Sony a7 Mark III. I love it. It's such a good camera, but I'm always worried about damaging it when I take it out. Tiny little camera. It only weighs like 200 or 300 grams, and it's got this flip around screen so I can see what I'm recording. Whenever I do these videos, I never know if I'm even in the shot. Oh, let's go. I have arrived at Angus's house.
Hi.
Hello. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Whoa, look at that.
Actually, because I'm doing this as a commission, but it's made me think about maybe doing quite a lot of new paintings, like in the sky.
Yeah.
Like figures.
Angus is doing this horse that's half in the clouds, half in reality.
So like getting some paint together for like the next few days.
Oh yeah.
So it'll last. I've got liquid in there, so.
Mixing up lots of colours. Angus introduced me to liquid. Why do you like liquid?
It makes the paint really smooth, and then it dries quicker, and it has a kind of sheen on it as if it's varnished. So when you go back and repaint, you can see the depth in the colour and everything because of the finish on it. Whereas, you know, sometimes with some colours, just with medium, it dries really flat. You can get high on liquid though as well. Side benefit.
I kind of like the smell of it. Is that bad?
Carly's officially loving herself sick.
What's new? I'm making dinner for one of my very close friends. She is very unwell. Every few weeks I drop off dinner for her and her family. Just like a normal week for me. Salad, avocado, dressing, crispy potatoes. These are like my all-time favorite. And roast lamb. That's been cooking for about 4 hours. Yay. I'm working on this artwork. I'm also working on a commission of another artwork that I previously did, and that artwork sold out, but I had someone recently ask if I had prints of that artwork. I don't actually do prints of my work anymore, but I did offer to do a similar artwork of the painting that they loved. So if you do love any of my artworks and they're sold out, please just let me know and we can always talk about a commissioned artwork in a similar style. I've also got an abstract artwork on the way as well, which is really exciting. So you can see any of my original artworks in the description of this video.